So, you clicked on this video to learn how to hack a drone. Maybe you're itching to send one plummeting or inject some live camera feed, or maybe you just want to smash it into the ground. But let's be real, you're a good person. You're not out here wrecking property. You just want to master the hack. Normally, you need a laptop. Check. A controller, cute, right? And a wireless, beefy network adapter. To breach that wireless link, then boom! You crash, rebuild, reflash, repeat. Total hardware nightmare. But who wants to break props and drain through batteries when you're just learning? Not you. You want to master the skill, not your swear words. Here's the secret sauce. A fully virtual playground. Your laptop becomes the ground station. Your drone lives in the software. Your controller is just another Docker container. Welcome to Damn Vulnerable Drone. In this episode, we'll crack that WPA handshake, inject Maverick telemetry, and reroute the live camera feed. Then we unleash AI into the mix. So when you graduate to real hardware, you'll be dropping jaws, not drones. Strap in, you smart, beautiful outlaws, and let's hack some drones. So, in order to get the lab running, we need an instance of Kali Linux. Whether you have this Kali on your virtual machine or natively installed on your PC, it doesn't matter. You just need to access the Kali and you need to have the basic requirements for the project, which is at least 8 gigabytes of RAM and a GPU pass-through. So you need some GPU power, because if you do it on a virtual machine without the GPU power, you're gonna get some lags. So let's just jump right into it. So I'm just going to search downloadable drone to find the project. And then I see this beautiful project with the long table of contents. But since you're watching this video, you don't need to read all this. Now, in order to install it, we need to clone the repo and also install Docker on our Kali Linux. How to install Docker, you might ask? I don't know. I'm going to Google how to install Docker on Kali. There we go. Kali.org. Always check the domain. There are the commands to install the Docker on your machine. You're new. You don't have Docker on your machine. So now we have Docker installed. We're gonna go over the actual project itself. So first, I'm going to create a directory for our lab. To call it drone lab, to cd, to drone lab, and I'm going to get home. Then I'm going to jump right into the repo, and there is a script in here called start.sh. Going to press into it. Then it's going to ask me, do you want a virtual drone Wi-Fi export? Oh yeah, of course I do. That's why I'm installing this lab. Yes, I want it. Now it's time for some boring stuff. You're gonna make.
One eternity later.
How it operates, huh? Let's open it up. So you need to open it on your local host. I'm going to copy this, actually, find my copy. Localhost 8 fucking thousand, my bad. Okay, there we go. There's our drone. There we go. Okay. So, oops. So as you can see, there is our simulation running. This is our hacking van. So I'm recording from here. As you can see, I'm in my WAN, and there is my drone hacker. I'm probably one of the worst people at operating something like this. I'm just used to the terminal. So I'm one of the cool hackers that can only use terminal. So I'm bad with the UI. That's how I'm cool. Maybe it's just my way of saying I'm shit at operating things with the mouse. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to zoom in to show you. This is my drone hacker, and that's the ground control station, which is controlling the drone. So that guy right there has one of these little cuties. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but like one of these drone controllers, and he's in charge of controlling this drone right here. And we are operating with our drone hacker Kali machine, and we are working one of these alpha access points in that van. So I'm in my van, I have my Kali machine, and I have my access point. Now I'm going to do some hacking. You can just boot the drone. Then we're gonna arm and take off. There we go. There is my drone. Just took off. So now, let's see how we can hack this drone. First, I'm going to restart the simulation. I'm going to reset it. Then I'm going to open the attack scenarios. There is a lot of ways that you can hack this. But what I'm going to do is start with the Wi-Fi analysis and cracking. So I'm going to open it. And there is the description on how to do this attack. And there's a solution. But first, let's learn what it does. Imagine this is our targeted beautiful drone. Please don't mind my drawing skills. I'm just trying to tell you how this attack actually works. So imagine this is our drone, and our drone has a Wi-Fi on it. So this drone is actually an access point. But this Wi-Fi is actually using a very, very bad authentication mechanism, which is WEP, which you shouldn't use on your Wi-Fi modem because it's old and it's unsecure. So this access point, like any other access point, is going to shout and say, "Here I am." So it's sending some packets saying, "Here I am." But in those packets, the access point is also including its MAC address. So we, the cool hackers, are going to listen for this golden packet. And this golden packet, when we get it, we're going to extract the MAC address. And when we have the MAC address, we are going to be listening, and we are going to listen for any communication between anyone and this MAC address, which is our drone Wi-Fi. So we are going to listen for the communications between anyone and the drone. And when we are listening for these connections, we are going to collect some initialization vectors to crack that password. So we'll listen for the communication, and in that communication, we're going to look for the initialization vectors. And once we have enough of those initialization vectors, we are going to be able to crack that password and connect to the Wi-Fi of drone. And when you are connected to the drone Wi-Fi, you can do a lot of different things. So let's do it. So first, I'm going to reset the simulator. So now I'm going to check the solution. And in the solution, it says that we are going to use the monitor mode on our wireless access points to look for the SSID of the drone Wi-Fi. So what we are going to do is we're going to launch sudo air dump. So we're going to look for the SSID of the drone Wi-Fi. Once we have that SSID, we are going to listen for the communication between the drone and the controller. So we're going to say sudo air dump -g, and we are going to look on channel 6, and we are going to do the SSID of drone Wi-Fi, and we are going to say capture it through our wireless access point, which is a virtual Wi-Fi call. And then we're gonna wait. I would say like wait a couple of minutes, grab a drink, grab some chips, and then when you're back, you have enough of these beacons to crack the password. So assuming we waited long enough, we should have enough of this initialization vectors to be able to crack the password, right? So we're going to go to the next step, which is cracking the Wi-Fi key. So we're going to do sudo crack -g, and we're going to pass it that communication file. Voila! We have the password, which is 123456789. So now that we have the password, let's actually connect to the drone Wi-Fi. We're gonna connect to the drone Wi-Fi this command. ellipse.y. We're gonna select the device, which is Wi-Fi, and we're gonna say connect to the drone Wi-Fi, and we're gonna say the password is 123456789. And this is I couldn't find the drone Wi-Fi. Oh, because the W is capital. So I'm going to do sudo. Okay. Now I'm connected. WLAN4. So when I check 4, I can see that I have an IP on the drone Wi-Fi IP range. And now the fun begins. So now that we cracked the password for the Wi-Fi, let's go over something more fun. I'm going to show you one of the other fascinating features of the unrunnable drone, which is the live feed from a camera in the bottom of the drone, which is streaming everything to the controller stage. So as you can see, I have my simulator running and my drone is in the air, and beneath the drone there is a gray square, and when I go to the admin panel, which is on port 3000, I can log in with the username admin and password cyberdrone. I'm going to log in and I'm going to navigate to camera streaming. So now I can see the live camera feed from the drone itself. Let's do a funny attack. We're gonna block this camera feed so the poor person controlling the drone can't see the camera anymore. Let's do it. So the attack is called camera feed RS topic flooded. But before getting into it, let me explain it to you. So imagine that our drone camera is actually a mailman delivering mails to a mailbox. Okay? This is our mailbox. In this scenario, the mails are the live camera footages, live camera feed, and the mailbox is the station that is receiving. So what we can do here, we can craft our own mails and send all of those mails to the mailbox so that this mailbox is full and it can't receive any other more mail. But in order to do that, we need a specific package to craft all those mails. Once we have that package, we can send a lot of these mails and potentially block that camera feed. So now that we know how to do it, let's actually exploit this. So I'm going to go over to the attack scenario page. I'm going to open the solution. So in the solution, as you can see, it is saying that I have to pull a Docker container. That Docker container is my platform or my workshop to craft those mail. So first, I'm going to pull that container. After I pull the container, I'm going to run bash inside that container to be able to craft those mails, right? Because I have to get into the workshop to craft my mails. So I'm going to inside the workshop. But in order to craft the mails, I have to set up my environment. So for my environment, first, I need to put the address of the actual mailbox. So I'm going to do export. After setting up my environment and giving the IP of the actual mailbox, which is the station receiving all that camera feed, I'm going to install the tools necessarily for me to craft my exploits. So I'm going to update my app repo, and then I'm going to do apt install Python, because I love writing my script in Python as any hacker does, and pipe to be able to install all those packages, and also nano, because I need a text editor to actually write my exploit, right? But because I'm so lazy, I'm going to be a script kiddie. So I'm going to just copy the script from the guide. So now I'm going to write exploit, and I'm going to paste my exploit. I'm going to do Control O to write it, and then I can run my exploits and block that mails from reaching to the mailbox. Let's see it in action. When I do the exploit, you can't see any camera feed. And that's how you block a camera feed from a drone. Now, for the final part of this video, I'm going to tell you how to leverage AI to help you hack drones and master this lab better. So we want to extract all of this attack scenarios and feed it to AI and use it as our own knowledge base to be able to understand the attack paths better and do the attacks with the help of AI. How are we going to do it? It's really easy. I just wrote a script which is going to extract all of those templates and load it into a text file. Then what I'm going to do is to load up the notebook LM, which is a really cool AI project. And I'm going to, in the sources, add all of the attack paths. So after I run that script, I'm going to paste all that knowledge. And now I have my drone hacking copilot. So I can just ask it maybe, how can I perform pause plotting denial of service attack, the attack that we just did. And it's going to think, and then it's going to tell me how can I do it. And I can ask, why are we using this IP address? I don't understand. Why are we're using this IP address, and the AI is going to tell us why we're using that IP address. So now you can go and explore all the attacks yourself. Catch you later.